Fresh from their Oscar victory last week, film director Bong Joon-ho and cast members of Parasite held their first news conference back home in Seoul.
참 긴 세월인데.
I feel happy that it's now come to an end, a happy end. I worked very hard. I was thinking about taking a break, but Martin Scorsese told me not to rest.
It's been a long road to success for Bong, who was once on a government blacklist, created during former President Lee Myung-bak's rule from 2008 and expanded under his successor Park Geun-hye. The list was intended to cut off state funding to artists deemed too critical of the administration. Park's involvement in that led in part to demonstrations against her and her eventual downfall. In the past decade, South Korean entertainment has made waves abroad. Its pop music, known as K-pop, has become a global phenomenon, while Korean dramas have gained a loyal following in Asia. Film connoisseurs believe Parasite could herald a new era for Korean films.
Many of them are audiences who saw Korean film for the first time in their lives. This number of audiences will be potential Korean film market. And I was also told that there's so many US-based distributors who just began to seek out distributed more Korean films into US.
Parasite's theme of income inequality resonates with its audience, but ironically, the film was only made possible with backing from CJ Group, a family-controlled conglomerate. These companies, known as chaebol, control much of South Korea's economy and are often seen as perpetuating the wealth gap. The success of Parasite has now cast a spotlight on chaebol's role in the movie industry. Many such firms own cineplexes and film studios and have been accused of investing mostly in formulaic blockbusters rather than films that promote creativity and diversity.
I made my debut in 1999. The Korean movie industry has been a splendid development over the past 20 years. However, at the same time, it has become more difficult for young directors to make more unique and adventurous attempts. Young talented directors, rather than being absorbed into the movie industry, now make independent movies.
A film critic says South Korea's movie industry is at a pivotal moment.
I think it's up to the studios to maybe take risks with younger filmmakers and try and finance, independent films and encourage, ensure that these younger directors have opportunities.
Many are hoping that Parasite will lead the way to a bolder path for South Korea's film industry. Florence, Looi, Al Jazeera.